All right.
You could have the rest. If we're going to discuss gluttony.
I think we need to discuss gluttony because look at this. And you have the tamale pie.
I made instant tamale pie out of leftovers.
Oh,
The tamale pie includes Nathan's prize-winning chili, and the leftover takeout tamales from last weekend, and some melted cheese.
sounds great.
Would you like me to serve you
And
up some?
and I've got some old mackerel salad here.
And how many days ago did you make that?
Oh God, was it Monday? Yeah, we have so much food here. So I think we need to talk about gluttony.
Yeah.
We know it's one of the this is one of the 7 deadly sins.
And what was the one we talked about last time?
Vanity.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we agreed the only deadly sins that we could think of were gluttony, vanity, and lust.
But those were the ones we specialize in.
Well, they're the best ones anyway.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so
Well,
I've seen.
go ahead.
I think I was thinking that we would do this, and I saw on YouTube there are actual preachers preaching about the sin of gluttony. So I don't know. Let's just see what we can come up with here.
Are we supposed to think of all the reasons why people should not be gluttonous? Or are we going to talk about how pleasurable it can be?
Well, yeah. But then you have to think about, does gluttony apply only to food?
Oh, like people binging on Netflix and stuff.
Yeah. Or, I mean, there's glutton for punishment, right? Those are people who binge on sadomasochism.
They binge on that?
Well, I don't know. Those for glutton for punishment, I guess that's what those people. So I guess you could be a glutton for anything, but does that apply? Do we use it that way? No. A glutton for punishment, a food glutton.
It usually means food, doesn't it?
Yeah. Or maybe it just means overindulgence. What do you overindulge in?
I guess that's my business. What do you think I overindulge in?
Well, what do you think I overindulge in?
My own personal take on gluttony is when you can't stop yourself. You might like something so much that even though you're full, you keep eating it because of the taste in your mouth, the pleasure that brings. Even as you're becoming more and more uncomfortable in your.
So the pleasure of eating outweighs the discomfort of the stomach.
Yeah.
So until it gets to the tipping, is it sort of tipping point there? The pleasure of eating goes down as the unpleasantness of your full stomach goes up. I'm just trying to analyze it.
Yeah.
What is the sin of gluttony? What's so sinful about it?
Well, I suppose it certainly where there are limited resources, it would be sinful to eat more than your share, because that would make somebody else go hungry. And of course, we could apply that to our culture of abundance, and that still goes on. And I used to see a bumper sticker that I liked, except that I felt it would be hypocritical to put it on my car, which is, Live simply that others may simply live.
And it's so far away. My mother always used to say, think of the starving people in India. So if I have less, are they going to get more? Or, it's so abstract. But can I have some more of that tamale pie, please?
Yeah.
Speaking of more.
Speaking of more, is that to say that you like it?
I don't know if I'd go that far.
Really?
No, it's very good. It's very good. Thank you.
Well, I have to say, maybe this is all Steve Vincent's fault.
Oh. For egging us on, you mean?
Yeah.
But if this turns out boring,
We can
we'll just send it to Stephen.
I've been a glutton recently in relation to tomatoes. Because this is the end of the summer. I did read this book called Acid Watcher's Diet that said, forget tomatoes, forget wine, forget coffee. And I can't do any of that. I'm not doing any of that. I can't forget those things. Those are among the best things in life.
So you should try to find an acid lover's diet somewhere. You can find anything on the internet. Well, we never really answered some of the hard questions about gluttony, like what's so bad about it, or how do you when does it tip from being just enjoying yourself?
Appreciation of the food.
It goes from appreciation to gluttony. There's some kind of a fine line there. Are you a glutton for wine?
Sometimes. I have been aware of myself feeling so good occasionally from drinking wine that I didn't want it to stop.
I know the feeling.
And that's just when you should stop. Because for me, at least, there will be consequences the next day,
Yeah.
usually in the form of a headache.
The problem with wine, though, is that the bad part doesn't come right away.
So far into the future.
Yeah. I guess you could say that about a lot of things, like smoking or...
Getting involved with the wrong person.
Yeah.
Which
Or eating white bread.
eating white bread?
Isn't that supposed to be bad for you? But it doesn't
but it tastes good at the time.
It takes a long time for the effects to kick in. So I'm still confused about gluttony. You can have gluttony is for food, and you can be a glutton for punishment. Can you be a glutton for doing too much of a good thing? Too much, like trying to be good? Too much of the time?
A glutton for virtue.
Yeah, that could be very limiting, couldn't it?
See, I think when you say glutton for punishment, this is just a metaphor. This is not
actual torture or anything.
No, I mean the actual word glutton in that case is just metaphoric. Of course, all language in a way is, metaphor, but I think really gluttony refers to eating.
Are these 7 deadly sins actually in the Bible, or did
Good question. Or did the church invent that?
The church invented them, maybe. I should look that up.
Are you going to have dessert with this lunch?
Yeah, I feel gluttonous enough to have some.
We still have some rhubarb crisp.
Oh, we do, and with some Cherry Garcia ice cream. Jerry Garcia.
Yeah.
No, Cherry Garcia.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess I could indulge in that.
I think it would be appropriate.
Will you let me know when I get to the gluttony level, so I can pull back and when you're not having any?
No, because I actually am feeling full now.
This is your chance to be gluttonous, If you...
It's also my chance to feel virtuous and watch you be gluttonous.
Oh, I see. So that's part of it. So maybe gluttonous is really a word used to describe others that you disapprove of their habits. And
No.
there's so many vague distinctions here about
Yeah.
gluttony that it's hard to pin it down.
Yeah.
Maybe we're gluttons for letting the video cameras run.
I know.
with-
I was wondering when you were going to turn them off.
So, could you define this as gluttony then? Like trying to do
Glutton for punishment. Gluttony for punishment.
or gluttony is just unable to control yourself, maybe. And I can't control myself enough to turn the video camera on.
No executive function at all.
Yeah. Is that? Would you define gluttony as lack of executive function?
Maybe that's a good one.
Yeah, but using executive function is a really like 21st century way of defining this old biblical concept, maybe.
Mm.
Anyway, I guess I should. I guess it's time to turn the cameras off because
We're not coming up with anything.
this is going
We're
nowhere.
coming up a little. What's that expression? Coming up
short.
Short.
Uh,
A
coming up-
good place to end.
Coming up short is maybe the opposite of gluttony, right? Gluttony is too much. Coming up short is too little.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess that's about it.